Alrighty, folks. So this is going to be an overview of my Faraday 10120-1 pull station. So let's get straight into this. So here's the pull station. It looks very similar to the 10123-1s that a lot of people have. However, this is not the same pull station. One of the key differences you can see down here, it has the older logo, the circled logo. Most of these have just Faraday wrote on here. It's not circled. And it's a little bit bigger. So, obviously local fire alarm. The rest of it's the same. So there's that. On the side right here, you have the lock. Now it's a really weird triangle lock. I've never seen any other lock like this before. It's really kind of odd. But it works just like Allen key lock pull stations. So I'll get into that in a minute, how I'm going to open it. And here's the back of the pull station. As you can see, the screw terminal's right there where you hook it up. Faraday, Tecumseh, Michigan fire alarm station. And then as you can see down here, 10120-1. It's kind of peeled off, but that's what it said. 10120-1. So, yeah, this is not the 10123, although it is very, very similar. One of the key differences also is the lock, like I was talking about before. On the 10123s, I'm pretty sure it's plastic instead of metal. But this one has the older metal one. So, let's take a look at this switch. It's really odd, and you can actually see the mechanism in there. You can actually see it. If the camera will focus, there it is. The little tabs right there, and you can push. How it works is this upper tab is attached to the switch, and when you pull it, the switch moves this way and closes these two tabs, and then that activates it. There's the switch, or there's the spring right there. There's where it's held on. And then you got some of that insulative sort of paper stuff that they used to use way back when. So there's some more. Another look at that mechanism. Let me turn on a light. Alrighty, here you go. Now you can get a little bit better look at it. You can see the two tabs right there. These two pieces here, when you pull the pull station, this makes contact with this one and closes the circuit. And that's how the pull station activates. But normally, this all would be enclosed in a modern pull station, but this one has it all exposed like this. That's why they've got the little paper up here. And then there's another copper piece over here that doesn't do anything. It's just kind of to hold this all together. And then there's that little, almost like a rivet type thing to hold that in. So, I'm going to pull the pull station now, and I want you to see this button is going to go further in there, and this piece will move and make contact. So if I pull this, make sure I'm doing it right to where you can see it. Now, as you can see, I just pulled the pull station, and you can see it moved up here, and now these are making contact. And obviously you can't push it back up. So now, as you can see, them two little discs are connected, and now the circuit's closed. So here's what it looks like pulled. Let me cut the light back off. All right, here's what it looks like pulled. You can see the little white dashes down here to let you know it's an alarm. Now, in order to reset this thing, you got to have a triangular tool to go in there. So what I've done is I have made a tool for this. What I did was took an Allen key and ground down 3 sides of it to make a triangular tool. And it works fine for what I'm using it for. So you can turn it like that and then open it, and then you push that back up. Some of them I think are spring-loaded, the newer ones, but this one ain't. This one pulls like that, and then you push it back up and close it and lock it. But here's the inside. Here's the lock mechanism. It turns. You can see right in there how that turns. And then when you close it, that tab is captured by the lock, and that's what holds the pull station closed. So if I open that back up, now you can see it's released and it can open. So here's the little plate where the little handle goes on. This also acts as the part that mashes the button. So as you can see, I push the button in, the two contacts are apart, and now when I let it go, they go together. So that's kind of the operation of that. It's got the UL sticker inside here. The really old UL sticker too. Here's the inside as a whole. There's also a tab right here that I hadn't quite figured out what it does. But it's there. I'm sure it has a purpose, but I don't really know what it is. And I don't know, I think I remember seeing somewhere that these can have a brake rod, but I don't know where it would go. So, like, I can't find anywhere that a brake rod would attach. I would think it would be like right in here, but it ain't got no kind of nothing for it. So I guess this model ain't compatible with a brake rod. I think some of these had a different switch too. But here's this one. It's got the little bitty button right there. Overall, it's kind of an odd pull station. There's not many of them made like this, especially that open sideways too, like this. And especially not with that weird button set up. But it does have screw terminals, which is nice, instead of having pigtail wires. Matter of fact, it actually don't have any wires at all. This switch is connected directly to the terminal block, which is kind of neat. As you can see, oh, the lock's just a little bit undone. There we go. And then what gives it its resistance is there's a little piece of metal up here at the top. It's kind of springy, and that holds it, and then you can push this back up, and that little tab right there holds it from coming down. So that's how it's got its resistance when you pull it. And then you open it. Push it back up. And then close it. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. It's a simple pull station. It looks great, though. It's neat looking. I really like the retro appearance of it. And this little handle here is plastic, but everything else is metal. Solid built pull station, too. I like it. So, yeah. I believe that is going to do it. So, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you later.